Hello, everybody. My name is the Sobri Boys Wale Fatse from TBR Solutions. TBR is a financial company. There are a number of financial projects that are in place. And then one of our companies is called the Big R Financial Services, which is an authorized financial service provider, which is duly registered with FSCA. And then our license number is FSP 47430. All right. Now, I just want to talk to members of GPF, especially those who are 55 years and above. When you're a member of GPF, your pension is with GPF. I mean, if you're a member of government, your pension is with GPF. Now, I receive so many calls, I receive so many messages via social media. People say, you know what, I'm exhausted. I can't take it anymore. I want to leave. But people are afraid to leave because they know that if they leave earlier than 60, they will be penalized. Of course, there's nothing wrong because when you sign the what you call the employment contract, uh, um, it was there. It's part of employment contract that when you leave earlier because you have to retire at 60, then you'll be penalized. All right. And for them to do that is because GPF has invested the money with the investors and they've promised investors that they'll collect the money at a particular time. So if you come earlier than that, so now what happens? If that is the case, then of course penalty will apply. So that penalty will also be transferred to you basically. So that's it. That's a simple economics or simple language of finance that you need to understand. Now remember, at the age of 55, like I said, people are tired. You are preparing to exit. It's either you are going to resign or you are going to retire. Now, you don't know how to do it, but the most important thing, you must ensure that you save your money. You don't want to lose your money. So that's where you need a bit of financial education. Now, let's get started. I want you to look at the pension benefit statement, all right? That is the first thing that I want you to look at. Remember, you get a benefit statement, which is an estimate because the money is still invested, okay? The final figure, you'll get it once the money gets into your bank account, but the difference won't be much, okay? Now, let me show you this benefit statement. When you go down here, it has what you call resignation benefit. In other words, this member is entitled to 6.8 million, all right? And then on top there, it's monthly pension annuity, which is payable. A member is entitled to 4.9 49,213. All right. So that's the money the member will get every month. But remember, this money, it's before tax. All right. The lump sum, which is the one third, as we normally say, it's one third gratuity, is 2 million, 2.181 million. All right. In other words, it's 2,181,000. And then if a member happens to be discharged due to ill health or the member is sick and then he can't cope, a member will earn 47,159. All right. And then if it happens that a member is discharged, is dismissed, all right, a member will get a gratuity of 2,090,000. All right, not the 6.8, all right? But let's say a member happens to pass on, all right? A member happened to pass on while he's still in employment. This member was going to get 4.9 million, all right? And then remember the resignation is 6.8 million. So I want you to look at those numbers very carefully. Let's try to analyze them and understand them very closely. This is your money. You need to be very careful. Now, the first step is to understand how much are you getting so that when you go and do investing with a financial advisor or get some financial advice, then you know exactly what you're doing. Now, let me give you my presentation in terms of what you call how are you going to move around? As I indicated that our company is called TBR, or the Big R Financial Services, an authorized financial service provider. Now let's look. The resignation benefit is 6.8 million. And then the 1/3, you divide that money by 3, is 4.9 million. All right. And then, but you have been given how much? 2.181. 2,181,000. All right. And then if you take 4.9, which is a 1/3, all right, minus 2.1, the difference is 2.7 million, all right? Now, if you are discharged, as I said, you'll be getting 2,090,000. Now, remember your resignation pay is 6.8. Now, you can make your own mathematics. You can subtract 2,090,000 from this amount. Look at the difference, all right? And then let's say it happens that you die while you're still in service. The beneficiaries, if the member does not have a spouse, the beneficiaries will get 4.9, all right? But if the spouse is still there, the spouse will earn, all right, a monthly annuity, all right? And normally we know the majority, it's always half, 50%. Very few who are at 75%, depending what have you chosen. Now, the difference between 6.8, I want you to look at this, 6.8 and 4.9. Remember I said 2/3 is 4.9. I mean 1/3 is 4.9. Now, the difference between 6.8 and 4.9 is 1.9 million. Well, if you want to know more, maybe you can do your own research and find out from GPF what's happening to the difference. But if the member pass on, you know, and then a day after, I asked one of the reliable people at a GPF, and then he told me that even if he dies day after retirement, the money that they're going to get is 4.9 instead of 6.8. So these are some of the facts that you need to know so that you don't do things you are not aware of what is happening. All right, that's very, very important. So let's check. I need to check other information for you, because we know that people who are working for GPF, sometimes people are a little bit worried that Mr. Chabalala, since I'm gonna exit, I've seen this before. Some people contacted me. I had a guy from the Northwest province who contacted me and said, Mr. Chabalala, please, could you kindly assist? I resign. It has been now 7 months to 8 months. I've not yet received my money. This guy, his name is Edward in Mafikeng. He even spoke about it on Facebook. That is why I'm brave enough to mention his name. And then we intervened. Within a week, he got his money. All right. So now, if you want us to assist you, also to be able to get your money quicker, as per the GPF law and rules, so you can contact us. Now, in most cases, our clients, they get their money within 2 weeks, at the most 3 weeks after they have left, all right? But now we are going to support you right from the beginning up to the end. Now, let me see, I hope I've shared this slide, because sometimes I say I've shared only to find I haven't shared. So I want to check with you quickly. All right, yeah. So I hope you see my slide. Now, we'll support you from the beginning up to the end, because that's very important. Because if things goes wrong, you may not get your money on time. It will happen just like it happened on Edward's situation. Now, You need to know because there are three parties involved when it comes to GPF. Is you as a member, is your employer, is GPF. So any of the three may delay the process, all right? How can they delay the process? Maybe the forms were not filled correctly, or maybe some information was not submitted and all that. Now look what is happening at GPF. This is how things happen. When the forms arrive, they arrive at the back office. Then from back office, they go to verification. I hope it's still like this. When I recorded, it was still like this. If it's not like this, then you can also ask yourself. There's nothing that stops you to ask. It will go from back office to verification. Then from verification, it will go to membership. Then from membership, it will go to purchase of service. And then from purchase, it will go to legal. Then it will go to contribution, and it will go to payment. But remember, all those offices, they don't just come in and go out. They have time frames, few days that they spend. That is why the law says within 60 days. And I want to repeat, the law says within 60 days. It does not say within 60 working days. It says within 60 days. But one of the issues that I was grappling with, which I engaged people at GPF and wanted to understand, to say, when does the 60 days start? When the person submit his application to say I'm resigning, or when GPF receive the forms. But we came to a common understanding, and it makes sense to say when GPF receive the forms. Remember, when GPF receive the forms, they will send an SMS to indicate that they've received the forms. I think it's fair enough because you don't expect them to know that we have resigned. Until they receive the forms, that's when now the 60 days start. But it says within 60 days, which simply means it can take a week, it can take 2 weeks, it can take 3 weeks, it can take a month, it can take the entire 60 days. But nothing stopped them to do within 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so. So now look here. If it happens that the forms are busy. And then when it arrives at membership, they realize that you have not submitted one of the most important forms, or you didn't sign at the correct place. What they're going to do, they're going to return your forms to your employer, HR department. HR department will contact you, depending when they contact you. And after they've contacted you, then you go and rectify. They send the forms back to GPF. It's going to start again, back office, all those procedures. So those are some of the things that delays some of these things. So now, when we come in and assist you, we'll start from the beginning to help you right from the beginning up to the end. So that is why Edward is matter. Even if it was not our matter, we managed to resolve it within a week. So those are some of the realities that you need to understand. And then if you want to know more, it's very simple. Just look at our WhatsApp number immediately after this presentation, and then send us a WhatsApp to say we call you. We'll call you for free, and then we'll be able to see how can we assist you. I hope that will help you. And if you want to know more about our company, you can go to our website, which is www.tbr.solutions. www.tbr.solutions. You'll notice that we are dealing with finance in a holistic manner. I thank you.